So I'm finally back with another video. I know, it's shocking. But today we're going to be talking about Clea from Multiverse of Madness post-credit scene, so spoiler alert, obviously. For just a quick side note, our last exam is on the 24th of June, I think. Whatever month it is now, I don't actually know. But yeah, after that we'll be trying to do daily uploads, either from me or Aiden. So yeah, look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. So Doctor Strange's new sequel movie introduces many new aspects to the MCU. For example, American Chavez, who is a being who can travel throughout the multiverse. Not willingly yet, but I assume she'll harness her powers eventually. And also the Illuminati, which consists of Captain Marvel, but where I assume Maria Rambeau went with Marvel instead of Carol and got the powers and, you know, the rest of the movie. As well as Professor Charles Xavier from the X-Men movies. Captain Carter from What If Episode 1. Blackguard Boltigan, or Black Bolt, from the absolutely horrendous Marvel show. That wasn't too bad, but you know, it dragged on. Who is the King of the Inhumans. And the supposed smartest man alive, Reed Richards, who is also known as Mr. Fantastic and acted by John Krasinski. And last but not least, well, yes, least, Baron Mordo, who replaced Doctor Strange, who Black Bolt executed for using the Darkhold to kill Thanos. Not only were these very important things introduced in the phenomenal movie, but much more came in which will change the MCU as we know it. The one that I will talk about today is Clea, a sorcerer who appeared in the post-credit scene to take Strange to fix the incursion that he caused. And may I start off by just saying I am extremely excited to see Clea in the MCU. Not only did I say before the movie that they should introduce her in the film because it would be a perfect timing, I also think the casting of Charlize Theron was perfect because I think her energy as Clea will match that of Benedict Cumberbatch as Stephen Strange to perfectly express some of the things in the video which I'm going to explain. So Theron's debut as Clea shocked many. As a new comic reader who started with the Death of Doctor Strange series, however, I recognised her instantly from her unique but basic sorcerer colour scheme, which is purple and black. To start off, we'll unpick what we see in the post-credit scene before moving to the more comic side of things. So we see Strange just casually walking down the street when a voice of Clea calls him out. He doesn't recognise her, obviously, because this is their first interaction in the MCU, but she says, "You caused an incursion and we're going to fix it." She then uses a blade to cut a portal open to the Dark Dimension, which I will explain more in about a minute. She then says, "Unless you're afraid," which Strange says he isn't, obviously, and he suits up with his new funky eye on his forehead, and the scene ends. However, this doesn't really answer the question, who is Clea? So let's turn to the comics. So according to the Book of Vishanti, and yeah, I know it was destroyed by Wanda, but I'm just cool like that and I have it anyway. Clea is important, seeming as there's 2 whole pages based on her. If you are wondering, you can buy the Book of Vishanti, which is full of MCU magic lore, or you can just hear it here for free by subscribing. The book starts, Regent or Rebel, Apprentice or Teacher. Depending on one's perspective, all of these terms may apply to the woman named Clea, perhaps the most important person in the life of Doctor Strange. Not gonna lie, this doesn't make much sense unless you understand a bit more about Clea, so let's just get straight into it. So Clea was raised in the Dark Dimension and didn't know her birth mother. However, her father, Orini, don't know if I said that right, was a servant to Dormammu. Yes, the trippy guy from Doctor Strange who Stephen annoyed the crap out of. But by the time she was an adult, Clea saw Dormammu for who he actually was, which was a corrupt leader, so she wanted to undermine him if ever given the chance. Which is consequently how she actually met Doctor Strange, who clashed with Dormammu often, as well as with his twin sister Umar, who I'll come back to later. Clea helped Strange, but was often used as bait for him to get him away from Earth to come to the Dark Dimension so that they can kill him. But they eventually declared their love for each other, and Clea went to the Sanctum Sanctorum with him, and then Clea became Strange's apprentice when he became the Sorcerer Supreme. However, Clea wanted justice and joined rebels in the Dark Dimension to overthrow Umar, who Clea then discovered was actually, drumroll please, her birth mother. Ooh. So with Strange's help, they did overwhelm Umar, and Clea took her place as queen, but it was illegitimised because they always change rulers in the Dark Dimension because they're indecisive. Do not worry, I will be making a video on Umar because they have another whole 2 pages about her. Don't you worry. Clea and Strange got supposedly married and wore these cosmic rings which allowed them to be at each other's side in a very short amount of time. However, this didn't really last and their relationship became purely platonic, they were just friends. However, Strange still wore the ring with a cloaking spell on it because, of course, it's hard for him to lose feelings, as we know. And then some crap happened with Daddy Mephisto, and she forgot all of their times together, which I'm sure wouldn't last because they are so strongly connected to each other, as we can see throughout their history. So yeah, that is Clea. However, if you want to know more about what happens to Clea, like, comment and subscribe, because the sequel to The Death of Doctor Strange is all about her and how she takes on the mantle of being the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth as well as of the Dark Dimension, seeing as they're two completely different places and they run differently. For example, in the Dark Dimension you have to be brutal, whereas on Earth you have to be more decisive and wise, which Clea is not used to, obviously, and she is also grieving Doctor Strange, making her even more violent and irrational. So, if you do want to see that, do comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Goodbye.